Hello my crafty friends. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a card with the Vine Design stamp set, and it comes with dies. It comes with 3 different fancy dies. I just have this one showing on the back, but it comes with many more. So let's get started. I'll show you what the card will look like. We're not going to be using this particular one with the word hello. We're going to be, I'm going to make a happy birthday one, but I also have one that says thinking of you. So there are many different sentiments that you can use on the front of this particular card. So you can choose which one you prefer. So we'll be using Seaside Spray cardstock, and we'll also be using Seaside Spray ink and cinnamon cider paper, and some Sahara sand ink on this particular card. So we'll also be using some of the small jewels, some ribbon, which is this spool of ribbon here. It's scalloped linen ribbon in Seaside Spray color. Also, this is the die that I'll be using from this particular bundle for this card. Okay, let's get started. So I started earlier to show you here. I started it earlier, however I forgot to put the ribbon on before I put my filigree piece and my brown piece at the top, my cinnamon cider piece. So I'm going to show you with these pieces, thinking of you. Okay, I'll show you how to put them together and wrap the ribbon around it. So first off, what you'll do is you'll want to go ahead and take your sentiment piece with the leaves, or the branch with leaves from the stamp set, stamped on here in Sahara sand, and then I stamped the sentiment in the cinnamon cider. So just simply attach. Well, it's not going to cooperate, so we're going to do tape. So we're going to attach this piece to the center. I like to use glue because to me it's a little bit more forgiving if you don't get it quite centered. Okay, so that's that piece. Before you go any further, that's when I want you to take your long piece of ribbon and attach it to the edge right at the white edge with some tape. Okay, so the way I do this is lay it over where I want it, take 2 pieces of Scotch tape, fold the ribbon over, and add the tape to hold it down. Do the same for the other side. You want it tight, but not so tight that it buckles your paper. Okay, so it'll look like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add some glue across the top and across the bottom, but first let's do one at a time to add the cinnamon cider pieces. So let's start with this piece here. It's about a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4, and I'll give you all the measurements on the instruction sheet. So you're going to put some glue in the back. I think I'm going to have to get a pen and poke this one because it's not cooperating with me. Okay, here we go. So dab the glue on the ribbon. Just do the top first and just put a thin line of glue there across the top. And then line it up with this cinnamon cider piece. So you're only going to see about, I'm going to say an 1/8 of an inch at the top, like that. Then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to put glue at the bottom, and you can add more this time. And I'm going to get my mat, my glue mat, to do this part of it because I don't want to get glue on my paper. So put your fancy piece down, and you're only going to want to show a small portion of the bottom of it, as you can see here. So put this down right about in the center of this flower. And try to center it a little bit, and then press it down. And you can see it leaves glue, so you want to be very careful. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to now attach this to the front of the card, and I'm going to try to center it in the center. Now I see I have a little bit of this cinnamon cider overhanging here. I don't like that, so I'm going to cut that so that it's flush with the very edge of this paper. Cut it so that it's flush with the crumb cake. And see, I got a little bit of glue on there. Okay, and so you're going to center it there. So I'm going to wait, see if I can get that glue off when it dries, and take this piece here, which is the birthday one that I really wanted to do in the first place, and I'm going to glue it to the center. Okay, so this is the one that I started to glue down the cinnamon cider pieces before I was ready, and I had to rip it apart to put the ribbon on there. So about in the center of the front of the card. Okay, so it should look about like this. All right, now you're going to take this piece of ribbon and you're going to put it on this piece of ribbon, and you're going to take the twine or linen thread and run it through the center, and you're going to tie a bow. So you're going to pull it tight, hold it down, or what I do sometimes is take my tweezers, which I just used over here, and hold that so it doesn't come undone, and then you can tie a knot, and you know it's not going to come undone, and then you can tie your bow. Okay, so there you learned something new. All right, so I don't want my bow quite that big, so I'll pull it down, make it a little bit smaller. There we go, and I'll get my ribbon scissors here, and I probably want that though more down. Oh well, I'm not going to fuss with it too much because I'll just cut this off. Make the bow about the same size. Okay, so then just trim your ribbon like that. There you go. So I'm happy with that. So the next thing you're going to do is take your little flowers, and I'm going to get another little mat that I have. It's not very pretty, but it's the little mat I use to fluff my flowers. So then you're going to take your embossing tool and press the center of each of the flowers. This is an old mouse pad flipped over. So that's how you do that. It's just an old mouse pad my sister gave me many years ago. Okay, so then you're going to attach these to your scene wherever you'd like, but I'm just going to take little dabs of glue and sort of, put them here and there. So there, and maybe there, and over here, and I'll do one here, and maybe one down here. Okay, so there's 5 little flowers that we're going to put on there. So I'm going to pick those up with the, take your pick tool, and I'm going to put them down. And let's see, let's use this tool to take it back up since it sticks a little bit. So just put those wherever you feel comfortable. These are Seaside Spray stamped with crumb cake, or Sahara sand, I'm sorry. Stamped with Sahara sand. So there's our 5 flowers. And then what you want to do is take your jewels, and there again, take your pick tool, and take some of the small jewels and put them in the center of each of your 5 flowers. And then when I'm done with that, I like to fluff up the flowers just a little bit, and then I'll give you a peek of what I did in the inside of the card. So I thought this would be pretty as either just a note card, a birthday card, or a thinking of you card. So you could, like I said, pick any of the sentiments that you prefer and put it together. And on the inside, I've just stamped some of the little flowers and the little leaf design, and I'll do the same for the envelope. But there you have it. So this is from the beautiful Vine Design Bundle, and lovely, lovely set. I'm very happy with it. So there you go. Thank you for watching the video.